Hi students, so this lecture for BBA second sem on corporate accounting 1. So in the last lecture we saw the valuation of goodwill methods and we finished the two methods, which is the simple average method and the capitalization method. Now in this session we will see the third, which is the super profit method. Okay, so now this super profit method, it's popular method of valuation of goodwill. Under this method, no, the valuation of goodwill depends on the amount of the super profit. Okay, so now let's see what do you mean by super profit. Here super profit is given. What do you mean by super profit? So it means the profit earned by the company over and above the normal profit is nothing but what's the super profit. Okay, suppose the company or the business, if it is the earning more than the normal profit, is nothing but the super profit. Okay, suppose the normal profit is there rupees 100 and actual the profit is earned rupees 150, so rupees 50 is nothing but the super profit. Okay, so because it's more than the normal profit. Okay, so we have to calculate the super profit. For that purpose formula is there. So what's the formula? Super profit is equal to average profits minus normal profits. Okay, it is the formula for the calculation of the super profit, but we should know the average profits. You know that how to calculate the average profits. Past year's profit divided by number of years, you will get the average profits minus the normal profits. So normal profit also we have to ascertain. So how to ascertain the normal profit? Normal profits is equal to average capital employed into normal rate of return divided by 100. You will get the normal profits. Okay, so how to calculate this average capital employed? Okay, how to calculate this average capital employed? Okay, for the calculation of this average capital employed, there are two approaches are there. Okay, what? There are two approaches are there, and which are those two approaches? The asset side approach and the liability side approach. Okay, so now first of all see the asset side approach. In this, how to calculate the average capital employed. Okay, so now see asset side approach. The market value of assets we have to take. Okay, so instead of book values we have to take what? Market value. Okay, whatever the values are given in the balance sheet is nothing but the what's the book values, and rather than that, it means what's in the other information, if it is given in that the values, assets values given is nothing but the market values. Okay, so this market value of assets we have to take less outside liabilities. Okay, less what? Outside liabilities. After minusing will remaining the balance. From that, less half of the current year's profit. Okay, you have to minus what's the current year's profit. So current year's profit they will give. Okay, so after that you will get the average capital employed. Okay, so like this you have to calculate the asset side approach. Okay, so next, average capital employed under the liability side approach. Okay, so now how to calculate the under the liability side approach? The equity shares capital you have to take, preference shares capital you have to take, profit and loss account surplus you have to take, profit on revaluation of assets we have to take. Okay, so from that we have to minus the goodwill, profit and loss. Okay, if it is the profit we have to take first, and then loss we have to minus. Okay, preliminary expenses, loss, revaluation of assets. Okay, so this total you have to minus. From this total the remaining amount will be this, and from that again you have to minus the less half of the current year's profit. You will get the average capital employed. Okay, so this is the like this format is there, and like this you have to calculate what's the, you have to calculate the capital employed approach. Okay, so now see, we will see the problem on that. So which is that related the valuation of the goodwill under the net assets asset side approach and the liability side approach. Okay, so now see the from the following balance sheet of Suresh Company Limited, compute average capital employed asset side method as well as the average capital employed liability side approach, and see the normal profit assuming that the market value of land and building is rupees 37,500 and that of plant and machinery rupees 21,250. The normal rate of return is at 20%. Okay, so I hope you understand this. The market value is given here. Okay, related the land and building as well as the machineries. Okay, so this market we have to take. Okay, so this balance sheet is given. Okay, so in this balance sheet is given and share capital related note is there. Okay, so reserve and surplus related note is there, as well as the tangible fixed assets note is there. Okay, so this is the note is given here. Okay, so now we will see first of all what's the asset side approach, how to calculate the average capital employed. Okay, so in the in the asset side approach, how to calculate the, so first of all we have to take the market value of the assets. Okay, market value of the assets. First of all, see in the balance sheet, tangible fixed assets, all the assets we have to take. Okay, the tangible fixed assets, and which are those tangible fixed assets? In the note number 3 it is given. Okay, so in the note number 3, so land and building, it's a 32,500, but what's the market value? Here is in the first para it is given the land and building purpose, the land and building is rupees 37,500. So this 37,500 we have to take. Okay, again see here, plant and machinery, here is a 22,500, but what's the market values? It's the market value is given in this other information, plant and machinery rupees 21,250. Okay, so these market values we have to take instead of goodwill, intangible fixed assets. Okay, so this is what's the intangible fixed assets. It's not the taken. Okay, so now see this non-current assets, it means what's the investment, as it is you have to take the book values. Okay, next current assets, it is also book values we have to take, as it is the book values. All these things we have to take as a book values. Okay, so now see here, it is calculated average capital employed assets, land and building, it's the market value, MV stands for the market value. Okay, so 37,500, plant and machinery market values, it's a 21,250. Investment means what's the non-current assets, it's the it's rupees what's 8,750, and current assets book values, it's a 3,750. the total is a 71,250. now we have to minus what's the outside liabilities. Okay, so outside liabilities, it's given in the balance sheets only, the 10% debentures. Okay, what's the 10% debenture? It's 15,000. Okay, next sundry creditors is the 6,250. next provision for income tax, it's the 3,750. Okay, so now see here, all these things are taken here. 10% it's the debentures, sundry creditors, provision for income tax. The total is over the 25,000. This 25,000 you have to minus from this 71,250. remaining amount will be the 46,250. Okay, so then from this 46,250 you have to minus the current year's profit. Okay, and where it is given the current year's profit, now see in this note number 2, reserve and surplus. Okay, in this profit in this reserve account is a 7,500, less preliminary expense is 2,500, remaining amount is 5,000. Okay, so as well it is added profit and loss account, it's a profit. Okay, 5,000, the total is what's the 10,000 reserve and surplus. Okay, so it's the current and profit and loss, it's the current year's profit is rupees 5,000, so make it half, means 2,500. Okay, so this 2,500 we have to minus from this capital employed. just see here, so see here, less half of the current year's profit, rupees 2,500, remaining amount is what the average capital employed is nothing but the 43,750. so you got, I hope you got this average capital employed. Okay, so like this you have to calculate. now see you have to see average capital employed. Okay, average capital employed in the liability side approach. now how to calculate, you know that the format already I explained. Okay, all these equity share capitals you have to take, preference share capital you have to take, reserve and surplus you have to take, profit and loss account surplus you have to take. Okay, and now see here, profit on revaluation of land and building. Okay, so how it's revaluation, it means what's the market value is given as well as the book value is given. Okay, so if it is market value is higher, what market value is higher than the book value, then it's the profit. Okay, and suppose if the market value is less than the book values, then it is the loss. if it is loss we have to minus, if it is profit we have to add. Okay, so profit on revaluation of land and building. Okay, so the market value of the land and building, it's rupees 37,500, and the book value is a 32,500. the difference is what's the 5,000. Okay, so this 5,000 you have to take, the total this 25,000 plus 12,500 plus 7,500 plus 5,000 plus 5,000, the total is what's 55,000. Okay, so from this less you have to less intangible assets, so or the fictitious assets, the loss on revaluation of plant and machinery, the market value sorry, the market value sorry, book value is rupees 22,500 and the market value is at 21,250. The 1,250 is the loss, this you have to take. And goodwill 5,000, preliminary expenses 2,500, the total is what's 8,750. And it means what's this 8,750 you have to minus from this 55,000, remaining amounts will be the 46,250. From this 46,250 you have to minus the half of the current year's profit, and current year's profit is rupees 5,000, you know that. Okay, so it is the 2,500, remaining amount is what's the 43,750. okay, so it is the average capital employed. So now you have to put into the formulas and you will get the average capital employed. Okay, first of all calculate the normal profit. Normal profit is what's 43,750 into 20. It's a normal rate of return is given in the problem in the very first para. Okay, so divided by 100 you will get the rupees 8,750. It's what's the normal profit. Okay, so like this you have to calculate the super profit methods. Okay, so I hope you understand. Okay, thank you, all of you note this problem. Thank you.